fact, if you fight against cryptocurrency, you fight in favor of trickle-down economics. Now, the libturds and demon rats hate trickle-down economics, but they don't even know how it works and how it's implemented, that it's nothing more than a synonym for off the gold standard. That's why I have created this infographic to help you understand how money works in this country. Every dollar starts out being printed at the Fed. Now, this is usually not actual printing. They just add a zero to the end of certain people's bank accounts. Sometimes at the command of governments when it's concerning government spending. All the printed dollars go to a secret list of privately owned banks. The only one we know for sure is Chase, who invented this whole thing as a substitution for slavery. Then, when you can only get access to capital at ridiculous rates on your credit cards, the corporations get access to capital at almost 0% APY. Finally, it goes through the executives, and then at last, a little tiny sliver, pennies on the dollar, reaches you if you shine your boss's shoes good enough. We went on to this system back in the 70s so they could print infinity dollars for the Vietnam War, and then it got the name trickle-down economics by Reagan. Ever since then, U.S. citizens have just losing ground on their purchasing power. And finally, an alternative came out, cryptocurrency, where there's a fixed number of Bitcoin, where you could stake Ethereum and it puts you right here where there's never going to be new money printed unless you get your cut. 60% of wealth is inherited at this point, and you can look at your parents where they fit in this chart and know, are you going to be one of the poors, or was your dad maybe an executive somewhere? Maybe you're going to be richer. Maybe, if your dad's name is Jerome Powell, you're never going to have a problem in your whole life, and you probably print out lunch money when you go to school from the family printer. How can this be considered even capitalism with no kind of competition and free market on this? We should have never accepted this. And for the libturds, why are you so hell-bent on fighting in favor of trickle-down economics and the modern-day replacement for slavery?